so much. And you know, you see the thank yous are longer than the credits. We like thank Dunkin' Donuts, we thank the gas station. Like, movies like this only get made with a lot of favors and a lot of passion and a lot of wonderful people who are willing to pour their hearts and souls into something for very little pay, or people who just need money really badly. That's how these movies get made. And you know, it certainly is a very difficult topic to approach. I think that independent film, the world of independent film has really changed in the last couple of years. And it's harder to get independent films made, it's harder to get independent films seen, sold, distributed, you know, or to even hear about it. And each of those steps is a mountain of its own. And, you know, to make a financier feel comfortable in investing, most of them want to know that they're going to make their money back. And obviously, a movie about the Iraq War was not that certainty for any financier. And so when Ryan and I met over 5 years ago working on a short film that he was shooting in El Paso, and he was telling me then about this story, and you know, it was like I was there to kind of talk about it and listen. And he finally was going to sit down to write the script, and I said, great, write your script. And at the end of the day, you know, after a year and a half of writing the script, it felt a little bit like, this is a beautiful script, it's a great story, it's an important story, no one's going to make this movie. And you should maybe, as a first-time director, find a different story to tell first, and then maybe come back to this when someone trusts you. And I wasn't the only one to say that. I mean, we had many of our mentors and colleagues and friends in the industry who sort of say the same thing, which is this is going to be an impossible story to get produced. Because it's, you know, not going to make a ton of money, it's not going to put butts in the theater, it's not. So, you know, to Ryan's credit, every single time he heard no, he just made him want to do it more and more and more. And yeah, exactly. And, you know, thank God for that, because we've had such an incredible experience every step of the way, making the movie, editing the movie, showing the movie. And one of the most rewarding experiences of this whole process has been showing this film to active duty soldiers and their families. We showed it over July 4th at Fort Carson for about 400 to 500 soldiers and their families. Either had just come back from Iraq or Afghanistan, or were just going to Iraq and Afghanistan. And then just a couple weeks ago, we were at Fort Bliss in El Paso and showed it to hundreds more of soldiers and their families. And that response is the most rewarding thing that you could get out of making a film like this. It's a very hard film to get made, but when I think that's when I finally, for the first time, truly understood what Ryan's vision was, which was to tell a story that was real, that was happening, and that people were just kind of blind to.
Ryan and Ann, I have a question for you. Obviously, this is a pretty heavy role to play, and I'd like to know how did this role change your perspective in understanding about PTSD?